All right, today we're going to dive into a different way of thinking about oral care. We're taking a close look at a product called ProvaDent, which says it does more than just your typical brushing and flossing. So let's get into it and see what's really behind that claim. You know the drill, right? Brushing, flossing, maybe a little mouthwash. But have you ever had that nagging feeling that even with all that work, you're not quite getting there, that your routine just isn't cutting it? So, that feeling, that there might be something deeper going on. That's exactly what we need to unpack first. We have to look past the surface level stuff to really get what a product like ProvaDent is even trying to fix. And it's super frustrating, right? You can have a rock-solid routine, but still be dealing with sensitive gums or breath that just doesn't stay fresh. It kind of makes you think the real issue is somewhere a toothbrush can't even reach. Okay, so if the old-school methods aren't always getting the job done, what's the alternative? This is where ProvaDent claims to come in with a totally new game plan. Let's see what makes their approach so different. So what is ProvaDent really? Well, it's a natural dental support formula, but the first thing you'll notice is its form. It's a chewable tablet. The whole point isn't just a quick fix, but to create a real long-term balance for the entire ecosystem inside your mouth. And this quote from its creator, Dr. Knudsen, who's a board-certified dentist, by the way, really nails the whole idea. The focus completely shifts from just covering up symptoms to actually building a healthier foundation from the inside out. That is a pretty big change in how we think about oral care. But how does it actually build that foundation? I mean, that sounds great, but to understand it, we've got to pop the hood and see what's actually inside the formula. So the formula has some really interesting natural ingredients. You've got organic xylitol, which is a sweetener that's known to help fight off cavity-causing bacteria. Then there's cranberry extract, which helps stop bad bacteria from sticking to your teeth. But the real star of the show seems to be these 4 strains of probiotics. And that brings us to a super important concept. Yeah, to really get what ProvaDent is trying to do, we have to talk about the oral microbiome. Just think of it like a tiny, bustling city of bacteria living in your mouth. You've got good guys and bad guys. And just like in your gut, keeping that little community happy and balanced is absolutely key for your overall oral health. So how does ProvaDent actually work with that tiny city in your mouth? This is where all those ingredients we just saw come together to do their main job. Bring back the balance. And right here, you can see the huge difference in strategy. The traditional way is all about force, scrubbing away plaque, using minty stuff to cover up bad breath. ProvaDent's approach is more, well, biological. It's trying to change the environment itself, so those problems don't even have a chance to start. So here's the 1-2 punch. The probiotics, they act like reinforcements for the good bacteria, helping them win the battle against the bad guys. At the same time, the cranberry extract gives your gums some extra love and support. The goal here is a mouth that's naturally healthier and stays fresher longer. Okay, so that's the science. Now, let's get down to brass tacks. What's it going to cost, and what kind of guarantee are we talking about here? All right, let's break down the pricing. A single bottle is $69 plus shipping. The price per bottle drops quite a bit if you buy more. For a 3-pack, it's $59 a bottle, and for the 6-pack, you're looking at $49 a bottle. Plus, both of those bigger bundles come with free shipping. And this is a pretty big one. ProvaDent comes with a 60-day, risk-free money-back guarantee. That gives you 2 full months to try it out and decide if it's actually working for you. That shows they're pretty confident in what they've made. Now, for safety. The formula is all natural and plant-based, and there haven't been any reported side effects. But, you know, the standard advice always applies here. If you have a medical condition or if you're pregnant, it's always a good idea to check in with your doctor first. So, we've looked at the problem, the science behind the solution, and all the practical details. Let's pull it all together. Is this actually a smarter move for your smile? When it comes right down to it, ProvaDent seems to be made for people who are already doing all the right things but feel like they've hit a plateau. By going after the oral microbiome, the real root of the issue, it's offering a much deeper approach to getting long-term oral health. And that kind of leaves us with one final question for you to think about. Is your own routine just cleaning the surface, or is it actually supporting the fundamental health of your mouth? It's definitely something to chew on. Thanks for joining us today.